Yes, people. Welcome back to BBK Sports. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching from. It is match day 7, halfway through. Well, you can cancel the rest of the weekend because nothing that's going to happen tomorrow that's going to supersede the events of today. Yeah, nothing. Today was the day to be in these Premier League streets. If you are Arsenal, if you're Man United, if you are Chelsea, the mighty Chelsea. Even if you were them like down the road, you picked up 3 points today. Can we do the thing? Can we call these men 0 for 3? Because when they were 5 for 5, that's all we heard. We couldn't hear the end of it. You can, hey, I haven't seen a convincing win from you, man. Hey, we're top. You men are leaving it too late in the games to really be. We're top. The man will cut you off in every sentence that you are speaking. We're top. 5 for 5. We're not even playing well. We haven't clicked yet. 5 for 5 is what they were all saying. But today, the 5 for 5 energy isn't 5 for 5 because you're 0 for 3. A lot of people got their shots in at Liverpool last week because they were like, you know what? Let's get our shots in because we never know when these men are going to take another L, drop more points. So let's get it in while we can. I didn't believe that because I didn't predict the Liverpool win. I was all over the predictions today, yesterday, the day before. I even predicted a Man United win, and you men were on to me for that. I was here convincing my own chat. The very people, the very supporters of this channel that I love so dearly were saying, no, there's no way Man United can beat Sunderland. I'm like, what are you talking about? Sunderland, are we gassing up 2 wins versus Villa in that? I'm like, Sunderland, easy peasy. That's what I was on. But that's where it started. But Arsenal had to do the business today. Arsenal had to make this work. We had to do our job, especially when them on the road kicked off the weekend with 3 points. Then it turned to us, and it was your turn, Arsenal. I don't get these much, so I have to put them up. Big up to Lynch with the super sticker. You're far too kind, my friend. We have so much to get into, so much to unpack. But it's a great weekend if you're Arsenal Football Club because you are going into the international break on top of the Premier League. On top of it, there is no more. Hey, we're top. I'm still waiting for that convincing win for Liverpool, A Cole Palmer-less Chelsea. Chelsea had more players off the field than on it. And they were still able to move to these men. Oh my God, so much to unpack. It's it's one of these days that I should have a panel up. But man, I can't find men. I can't find none of the Reno boys. Most Liverpool and United fans in there, but the United fans are cowering because they got Anfield after the international break. But we don't have that problem. We already went to Anfield, and the more that we play football, and the more the season unfolds, the more annoyed I get that we didn't go to Anfield and attack this bunch. You see this bunch of players that Mikel was scared to attack. You see these men getting circles ran around by Estevao and Enzo. Man is on 008 right now. Oh, Lord. Hey, LFC Monster. Mr. Battered, Chris Welch. Loudmouth Football, UD. Come out and play. Well, big up to Lynch for the super sticker. Big up to you, friend. Big up to you, Alvin and Bluebird. The BBK, come on, you got us 3 points top of the league. We move. We got our 3 points. We 3-point collecting. Hey, clutchy load for me in the Netherlands. Hey, scheme hot today. We had the weather, man. Long time we no killer, man. So we circle the inside the letter, man. Hey, big up to James Barton at the building. Big up to Darren B to the K. Big up Lynch, man. Arsenal. I'm still fuming with Saka. You fuming with Bukayo, AJ? Please tell us why. Tell us why. I love this. AJ. Nems, where are you? Come out and play. Wait, we have to start there, people. Fresh in our heads. Brighton went to Stamford Bridge and gave a better account of themselves than this bunch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Brighton FC went there and put 3 past these men. And Liverpool. Now, Liverpool We say that they're the favorites to win the title based on the fact that they won the Premier League title last year and they signed a whole bunch of men, yeah? But this defense, trash. Trash. We're going to call it what it is. It's trash. Yes. Boy, 10, I see you. You still don't believe United could beat them, man. 2-0. If the resistance was strong. You know what I'm saying? But trash. That Liverpool defense, trash. That damn Konate, he better sign that contract. He better be like, where's that contract? Because Real Madrid don't want you. No one else wants you. And yesterday's price, even in January, if you're Crystal Palace, you want to get here, you're going to have to pay top dollar. If not, we just keep him and try to win the Conference League. We're not selling them to you. But Liverpool, you are not winning the Premier League with this defense. And now we could say we're counting on your attack. No, but the attack ain't attacking. Gyökeres, that we'll get onto in a minute, is 3 for 6. Hey. Bo Salah is 2 for what? One was a penalty against Burnley, and the other one was a consolation versus Bournemouth at home. He too has been trash. Yes, sir. Arteta pull off another win, another one. DJ Khaled style. Please subscribe to the channel, people. Anyone who's watching who's not subscribed, we are in a good mood. We are vibing today. If you are here for some Liverpool tears, go for it. Hit that like button, sub to the channel. Arsenal, says Mateo the legend. It was more of a joke. Nah, I legitimately knew they would win that. We've seen the Sunderland story many, many times. These men come into the Premier League and they beat Burnley and they beat Forest. This Andrews Forest, you know, and the draw here versus Villa. Villa have one Premier League win. I just don't think that man had enough nous to go to United and win. And I need this. This is perfect. Get this set up for a hell of a spectacle at Anfield in 2.5 weeks. Because now you got Amorim on the cusp of his first back-to-back win, and Liverpool off 3 L's. Can you imagine the meltdown if Amorim goes there and gets back-to-back wins on the top of their biggest rivals while put them on a 4-game skid? Hey, I'm here for it. I am here for it. See last year's result. It was 2-2. And that last year's Liverpool was better than this one. Yep. It was better than this one. Every Liverpool fan that I know rated their transfer window 8 out of 10 or better. What are they saying now? Are they still saying 8 out of 10 or better? Because Frimpong, trash. Worthless. Isak isn't Isaking yet. But we rate Isak long before he went to Liverpool, so we're not going to switch the bill now and be like he is garbage. Yeah, but Kirkes, hey. That shirt may be a little too heavy, Maybe a little too heavy. Liverpool are frauds, plain and simple. Last season was lucky. They're lucky we were trash. Injury-riddled and trash, and they walked the league. Chiesa, who have saved Klopp's ass, or Slot's ass, how many times? Couldn't even get a look in today. Once I saw man bringing on Endo at 1-1, I was like, yeah, this bitch is playing for a draw. He ain't trying to win this game. Man is trying to get a draw away at Anfield, away at Stamford Bridge, a place where Brighton just went and fist that man up. Palace didn't concede there. Man United beat this bunch. Man United beat Chelsea, And man is bringing on Endo instead of Chiesa trying to win the game. Listen, he is about to see what this English media is really all about. All the sunshine and rainbows and space babies and all the fun shit that, he's this and that, pull all the right strings. It's pressure time. It's pressure time. There's a world exists where they could spend all that money and not win anything. Oh, Lord, I'm here for it. It wasn't too long ago they were in here talking about a cheeky, invincible LFC monster. We're going to call you by name. I'm not going to say Liverpool fans and pluralize and say this and say that. No. We're going to call who is saying it. That's 3 in a row. 3 losses in a row. Word on the street that I'm hearing today. I don't know how true it is, but I'm hearing Ruben Amorim haven't lost 3 games in a row since he's been at Man United. Haven't got back-to-back wins, but haven't lost 3 in a row. Don't know how true that is, but it seems plausible at this point. Bro, Caicedo goal was a belter. Brother, Darren, that little fake that man gave that sent Van Dijk running to the shops, He turned Van Dijk into a meme today. He turned him into a meme. Said him packing, roof this. And then Isaac trying to take the ball down. This is another reason why I don't put a whole lot of stock into assist, because man was trying to bring the ball down. It comes off his shin and land right in front of Gakpo. He punches it in and gets credit with an assist. You know what I'm saying? So the GA take all the GA stats with a pinch of salt whenever they recite them for you. Even for Arteta being a coward was still first. Mad. It's mad, Mateo. Makes me more angry that we did not attack this bunch. Because again, the streak continues. Except for us and Burnley, them men have conceded in every game. Every game. All we needed to do was attack him. All we had to do was not leave Eze on the bench at Anfield, and we would have 0 losses in the loss column this year. May not have won it, but we wouldn't have lost that motherfucker. I am sure of it. It pisses me every off. I think about that match that Arteta threw away. Facts. I'm right there with you, bro. Saka should give Gyökeres that penalty. I don't know. We don't do I'm not a big fan of the charity FC thing. You're the striker. You have to earn your goals. Now, if Saka was the designated penalty taker, I'm not sure Saka was on the pitch when he scored that penalty against Leeds when he scored. What is it, the 5-0 when he scored that penalty? But if Saka's the designated penalty taker, I'm cool with him taking it. Plus, I think today was Saka's 200th Premier League appearance or appearance for Arsenal in general. There was some sentimental value there why he needed to score today. But I'm here for it. Mateo said, yeah, for sure, Saka is selfish, man. He'll never be a real captain. You should have gave the pen to Gyökeres. I didn't care if it was his 600th game. Okay, Mateo thinks he should have gave him the penalty too. What I don't want is for us to start trying to force feed Gyökeres so he can score. Play free-flowing football, let the attack flow, and when the goal comes, it comes. Because if we start trying to force feed the ball to Gyökeres so he can get a goal, what we're going to end up looking like is the Portugal trying to force feed the ball to Ronaldo so he can stat pad. And then you become one-dimensional and very easy to defend against. So I don't want that. Just play fluid football. The goals will come. Liverpool aren't that good collectively, guys. They are not. And they can't push back on it now. Because I see in every group chat that I'm in, them men are just sitting back talking about, can we win the league? No, we're going to stay right here, brother. We are going to stay right here. It is not April, May, June. We are going to stay right here. And you men are just pretending like you're supposed to lose 3 games in a row. We're not supposed to say shit. No, we're not doing that. All we heard was you're 5 for 5. Okay. Anyone with ears, 2 thumbs, they would tell it that we're 5 for 5 and we're not clicking yet. So you lose 3 in a row and we're just meant to be quiet. No, we're going to talk about it. Nems is somewhere changing his name to Nem CFC. Next time you see Nems in any chat, he's going to be Nems CFC for Chelsea FC because he's a Chelsea now. Or he's creating a burner account somewhere. What's with the Diddy bad boy stuff? Diddy just got 5 years in it or something like that. I don't really watch the news like that, but it comes across my feed that he got some time. But yeah, LFC monster, Mr. Barrett and the Liverpool faithful. They need to fall forward out. Straight trash. Saka is becoming very egotistical and selfish. I'm starting to dislike him. Ooh, strong words from Mateo. Why am I fuming at Saka? Simple. It was selfish. Victor Gyökeres needed that goal for me. I think it will mean more to Gyökeres if he scores from open play. I think he would. Or if Gyökeres draws the penalty or draws the foul, I think Gyökeres will take it. But, I'm not, I don't know. I don't know if I feel some type of way about Saka taking a penalty. If he's the designated penalty taker, so be it. Because I really hated that cringe moment away at Bournemouth when we gave Havertz a charity penalty. I didn't like that at all. Hey, Amarin won. Him staying in the job isn't giving me stress. Long may it continue. But that's what I'm saying. Just for the football, the banter aside. You look at football holders, and I know United were shit, been shit. and it's easy to pick against them. But you look at a game and how they match up with this bunch versus how they match up with that bunch. I just thought they were going to be better on the day than Sunderland. That's all. It wasn't glazed and it wasn't hope that they were going to beat Sunderland. I genuinely thought that they would. Absolute rubbish today and yesterday and yesterweek and the week before that. His goal was a penalty against Burnley and the consolation to make it 4-2 against Bournemouth at home. But you know what? I can understand Liverpool faithful going out their way to defend Salah. He's their legend, their Lord and Savior. I hear it, right? But when I see these Liverpool fans going out their way doing mental gymnastics, trying to defend Verts, a player who's done fuck all for their football club, I'm like, okay, you men are doing some Top Guna-ish right now. Top Reds, Top Scouts, whatever. Like, what has Verts done to deserve your praise? He's been playing poorly. Why can't you men just say he's playing poorly? He's been shit. But, I don't know what them men are on. Hey, Mr. Bastard. Hey, he should be here. I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks, so I don't know. Maybe he is busy doing some, military stuff. Cause that's my military brother. Yeah, we won't see him. We'll see him tomorrow after the fog clears. After City, if City gets the upset tomorrow. But there is no result tomorrow that can come. Then that can create enough smoke that's gonna detract us from what happened today. Yeah, what happened today was what I thought would happen. Like I knew Arsenal would go into the international with on top of the table, but I thought we would have been locked on points because I actually predicted a 2-2 for this one. I really thought they would have drawn the game. Anything other than a Liverpool win would have been good enough for me. But the fact that they lost to a Cole Palmerless, injury-riddled Chelsea team, a team that lost to United, a team that just got punched up to Brighton. How do you let Brighton go to them Stamford Bridge and have a better showing of themselves than you? Brighton, Big up to Godfrey. I see Godfrey in the chat. Big up to you always, my bro. Big up to Mateo, man. Mateo just became a member. Love for the love, my bro. Didn't have to do that, but love. It's right here. Right here. Got to get even their newest recruit, Nems. I'm telling you, Nems, you're going to see Nems in a burner account in here soon. You will see it. Or he'll be Nems with all the Z's, CFC, Chelsea FC. He's switching. Nems is a switch hitter, man. Nems play for any team that's hot. Nems is gonna be Nems THFC soon. We're gonna have a talk about Yuck lads. Technically, he's not even close. So the thing with Yuckerus is I'm concerned. I'm not worried yet, but I'm concerned that if he goes, when we come back from the international break, Kai Havertz will be fit because Havertz is touching grass right now. If he comes back from the international break, he can't go on another 6 games scoreless because then we can't blame Mikel for pulling him out the firing line and put Havertz back in. They can't, especially over these next 4 games that we have. Fulham. That's Premier League games I'm talking about. Fulham, Palace, Burnley, Sunderland. Like he has to bang in one of those games. Hopefully he bangs in the Atletico Madrid game. But over the next 5 or 6 games, he has to bang, or then Arteta will be forced to pull him out. I'm here for Emery stays in the job. We win. It's perfect. And it's a comfortable win too. So now everything's happy. Now we have to keep the energy. Now we can go into full banter mode and say, hey, you know what? I want Emery to actually go to Anfield and do the 2-2 draw thing that he did last year. Or do an upset. But Arsenal Football Club, people, ladies and gentlemen, are top of the Premier League table for the first time since 2024. Because we spent 0 days at the top of the table last year. Yeah. Vertless. Trash. Boy, 10, they haven't given him proper service. It's not that fault. It's not his fault. He shouldn't have been given 50 games like Havertz was given. I think he will be given time. Lil Uzi flirts. Bombo. No one there bad. Real bad man. Yeah, I hear that one. I hear that one, Darren. It mad, it mad. Slot didn't even pay attention to their defense. They would break mid-season. Never mind currently with the team not clicking. Yeah, because they currently don't have any injuries to that back line. That's their first team back line, right? Urquez, big money signing from Bournemouth. I know man like Rams, Liverpool fan, playing dibs on him last year and how great he was at Bournemouth. Bournemouth lost him and Hoyson, and they look better. Him, Connor Bradley was the Lord and Savior last year. Oh, we don't need to get anyone. Trent can go to Madrid. I wonder if they miss Trent now. I wonder if they're watching Real Madrid games and writing down bad touch in the 15th minute, overhead pass in the 28th minute, all that shit they were doing to Trent. Do it for Verts. Trent actually did something for your club. Trent actually delivered 2 Prems and a Champs and a whole bunch of cups. And these men are going mental gymnastics, going all over the place to defend. Florian. Let him pick up an injury to that back line, and it's long. Okay, they're conceding. They're leaking back there. This Liverpool team could slide. They aren't as hungry. Salah has 1 foot. Selling Diaz was a bad idea. Oh, speak on it. Kirkes is too young. They could slide. United should rise. United could put a big dent in their title hopes next week or in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, whenever they go there. International break. Hey. Havertz was playing midfield when he first arrived. It's outrageous to compare Havertz start at Arsenal to York start at Arsenal. But the thing is, Boyten, York started up front, but remember he started away at Anfield with the 3 bricks in midfield. Or the Moreno midfield, the Moreno Rice and Zubimendi midfield, and it was the same thing against City. So he hasn't been set up with the service like everyone's alluding to. But I am concerned. I'm not worried yet, but I am concerned. All in out of control. Scored today. Yep. He was the one who initiated their press. Gakpo can't press like Diaz. Even Darwin used to press. It's like, I'm here for it. Long may he continue. He's got to score. He doesn't have the flair and skills of Jesus. Yeah, he doesn't. But he has to score. Big up to Wahaha. 2-0, I told you, bro. Give it here. Apology accepted on your behalf of Amarim. Lynch facts, they're not as hungry anymore. Van Dijk is old. Salaberry is too old. Allison is old. Allison wasn't out there today. That Mama Dashregul, however they say his name. All the Liverpool fans know how to say his name because whenever they came on stream or whenever they stream with me, they speak his name fluently. They even say Vert's name in German. That damn D-Dubs would come on. Everyone is saying Verts. He was like, Ditz. I'm like, sprechen Sie Deutsch, man. Like, did you live in Germany like I did? But I don't know. He is stinky. We have eyes. What you're not going to do is trying to gaslight us and tell us that he's been good. He's been shit. The manager knows that he's been shit. That's why he's benched him. Good evening to you, Wahaha. Wahaha with the chest. 2-0, clean sheet. Yeah, that man is full, man. That man's gut is sticking out, hitting the table. Wahaha in the building. AJ says Rice and Odegaard better pull out their internal squads for Fulham. I'll tell you what, Declan better not take his ass to international duty after he pulled out. And Gabriel, I thought Mikel would have protected him today and be like, hey, bro, Brazil already qualified for the World Cup. Go sit your ass down. We're going to arrest you today and play mascara because you're not going. And he better not go to Ecuador. I think Ecuador is already qualified anyway as well. Big up to Gunnar SE. Love for the love, bro. Love for the love. Liverpool are in the mud, man. Van Dijk is all replaceable with Salah. They will crumble. What about Havertz? When Odegaard gave him a penalty, got him going. That's why Saka is selfish. I think Havertz ended the year that the league that year with what 13 goals, 11 or 13 goals. So I don't know if that got him going. I don't know. I just think it will. Gyökeres goals will come, and I think he wants to earn his goals. I don't think he wants to be given a charity pen. Can't be doing charity work for again. Maybe Saka is just better at Gyökeres. No, Gyökeres is actually good at penalties. I'm not gonna lie. That one that he scored, he put that shit in the side net. It was unsavable. But that was pressure on Saka because he had to score that. He had to. Arteta in his own words. So, Arteta said that. I don't know. Maybe they had some internal agreement, man. Havertz shouldn't have been given that penalty. It was kind of cringe. I didn't like that. Plus, we were what, like 3-0 up? 3 or 4-0 up against Bournemouth, I think. But we didn't. We did it for Kai. Plus, for Arteta said Gyökeres is the pen taker. Saka is selfish, plain and simple. Well, I guess Saka's selfishness splits opinion on the panel. I see. AFC always big up to you. It was an average performance. Once again, there is something missing from our play. It's the attacking players in the squad. So I was saying in my fan cam with Shane that yeah, I don't think these players have a switch that they can just switch on and go to a different level. So I need to see that killer instinct. I need them to start. I need to see them start killing off games against this bunch because we cannot score one goal and start to pass the ball around at home against Bayern Munich and that. No. I'm not having that. Big up to Mido. Hey, listen, Mido has been pressing the Liverpool fans, keeping them honest about they are not about to gaslight us into telling us that Verts is playing well. No. But I just find it weird, a whole lot of weird, just how far they're going to defend a player who has done nothing for their club when everyone can see that they're playing poorly. So then, what they're doing is they're backing themselves into a corner where they can no longer accuse any other fan base of being non-objective or tribalistic because they are doing it for a player who has done jack shit for their club. Nothing. Like, they need to direct that energy towards Mo Salah and defend Mo Salah because his heat is coming. And he's actually has credit in the bank, right? We could even say, hey, man got his money and he's just going to ride out these next year or so. Yeah? But the energy that they're putting out for Verts, I'm not liking it. I don't think Yuck is the penalty taker for when everyone is fit. Whoever it is, they better make sure that they bang it. And should we end up in one of these cups and we go into a penalty shootout, we have enough good penalty takers to be able to win that because we damn sure can't depend on Raya to make saves. Yeah, Nems is somewhere changing his name to Chelsea CFC, Godfrey. That's our consensus. That's our story, and we are sticking to it. When Arteta signed William, he said 3 or 4 years we will win the UCL, and we ain't win the UCL. Should we listen to what Arteta says? Yeah. Players got William. Big up to Godfrey, man. Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. Wahaha. He'll surface. He'll surface soon. Everyone's calling for Nems, Calling for Nems. We're calling for LFC Monster. We're calling for Mr. Batter, Chris Welch. All of you who just blindly said we're top. Whatever you said to him, you could not be objective, right? Because it wasn't a dig when I said it the day when I said Liverpool have yet to show me a convincing win. It wasn't a dig. I actually went through each fixture, time of goals scored, and none of the wins were convincing. They were late goals, and even in the Everton game, yeah, you scored two first half goals and was in control, but Everton scored in the first half and made it a nervy, squeaky bum game. It ended 2-1. A 2-1 is not a convincing win by any stretch. So it wasn't a dig. It was a constructive observation based in fact. And all of a sudden, you lose 2-1, you lose 1-0, and you lose 2-1 again. So you're losing the same way we said you were getting away with wins. What's the problem? It's CFC today, bro. And it'll be NEMS THFC soon. Because Chelsea will get up for this one and then shit the bed after the international break, whoever they have. I'm not sure who their fixture is. But I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. When people are calling Kai because he's not scoring, give him that ball. Yeah, I don't know what the circumstances were about I don't know if he was asked about that in a press conference, but I don't know. I'm just glad he put that in the net because we needed some daylight between us and West Ham. Yuck fade the eye test in today was critical with the ball at his feet. His feet are barely slow. His feet are unbelievably slow for a striker in a possession hungry team. Yeah, like I said, I'm not concerned. I'm not worried yet, but I am concerned about him being scoreless in six. Thinking his movement needs to be better against Fulham. Hopefully he bangs, expecting 2 goals really away at Fulham. Yeah, maybe there's more space for him to play into at Fulham. They're at home. The onus is on them to attack, especially if we score first, they might come attack us a little bit, and we'll see. He needs to work on his first touch. At this point, his first touch is what it is, isn't it? He's 27. Like if your first touch is bad at 27, it is what it is. but Salah wasted that back heel pass. Did he mean to do that? Because I haven't seen that back. Did he mean to do that? I'm not sure if he meant to do that back pass that everyone is talking about. Give me one of these guys' contracts. I'll be fit for this game, bro. It'll come. I'm here for it. BBK, me and the missus are out tonight celebrating our 14th, and oh man, happy anniversary, my guy. Round of applause for AFC. Congrats to you, my guy. 14-year anniversary. Yeah, I'm coming up on 20, man. So I know what that is. I know those milestones mean a lot. So big up to you. So yeah, I set it back less Chelsea. There was nothing back there. Nothing. And then big up to Mateo again. I see that perspective as well, but Gyökeres has a strong mentality. He will get those goals soon. But I do want him taking penalties against all the top sides, though. Fair. I'll stop the reefer and start running, get into lifting again, start practicing fundamentals. So as long as I'm getting 50 per week type money. Yeah, Gyökeres, I'm sure he feels the pressure, so we'll see how he goes. Big up to my bro, the Waffle Don. Love for the love, my bro. Bigging up the chat. Uzi Flirts is a funny one, not gonna lie. Guna SC said top of the Premier League. Man, like Tara was right about Sunderland. How were those men in fifth? Who are fifth now? Let me see. I haven't even looked at what the table's saying. So the Liverpool fans are just talking about Chelsea. You're fifth. Palace are in fifth. But it's good. It sets up with a Liverpool loss and a United win, setting up for the match at Merseyside at Anfield in 2.5 weeks. It adds pressure because either Ruben gets his back-to-back wins or Liverpool drop points again. So which one is it? Onslaught is done, man. That ball fraud. He did look panicky today. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm gonna ask the Liverpool fans what do they think of him bringing on Endo in a 1-1 game while Chiesa, who's been Mr. Clutch for them, was on the bench. Because if Arteta did that, he would have held corn. Arteta would face criticism if he brought on a DM in a game that they needed to win. I believe that he would. So Slot does it and loses the game. How you bring on a DM and still concede? If Arteta doesn't win the league title when Liverpool can't defend, just shows what he is. Yeah, I hear it. Facts. Trent, at least as a player, plays a huge role in the Champions League win, but IDK sus, he knows perfect Spanish and ran down his contract. I mean, he wanted to leave in it. He gave him 6-7 years of riddled trophies, and then he's like, hey, I'm moving on. And in the summer, they were cool with it because Frimpong was supposed to be that guy, innit? Frimpong was that guy. Kirkes was that guy. Verts was an addition to their title-winning midfield. Luxury signing Eketike and Isak, all that. So they replaced their fullbacks. Robo's still there. but they're leaky. And I think Salah is over the hill. Plus, you talk about that hunger. You know, Salah. It's not like he's playing for another big contract. What Salah did last year was bet on himself. He bet on himself and got the money. The Liverpool fans won't want to talk about it, but I've been there since Jan. I hear it. Kirkers is a joke, just running and diving around like a headless chicken. Yeah, he's been off of it. He's been mad off of it, man. Not gonna lie. Sack Mikhail now. Why? Because I said so. Because he can't be trusted to deliver anything. But he must win these 5 games still. You know, he must win West Ham. Check. Now the next test is Fulham. Fulham away. International break. Keep your players fit. Don't send them on pointless international breaks. Do the dark arts. Don't care. Yeah. Then it's Palace. Another tough one, but you got it. We do it. You move in it. Man said 3 bigs in midfield. Yeah, that's what was behind Gyökeres. Darren says, I ask again, was Isak proper patching at Newcastle, or is he the real deal and just in a slump? Now the shirt is heavy, yeah, because he can go on a scoreless streak at Newcastle and no one would care. But if he doesn't bang, because he still only has that 1 goal in the EFL game, right? Yeah. And that assist today, whatever, you know, that's how much I think of assists. You try to take the ball down, it comes off your shin and falls to your teammate, and they finish it, and that's an assist, right? But yeah, if he doesn't bang in 6 games for Liverpool, Ekitike is like, hey, what's up, bro? Because he did get sub off today. It's not like he got pushed to the Ekitike came on and they went into a 4-4-2, because we've been told Slot is this tactically astute manager that can play 4-4-2. Well, he came off. It was a like-for-like sub. And then Endo came on to see out the draw, and they ended up conceiving. So, you know, if you have the best center back in the world, then you bring on a DM in front of him and you still concede, I'm inclined to believe that your defense trash. We got smartphones, but Arteta wants to run a Nokia at 32. Keep him away from ups, fastaways, DPD, and company because he don't know how to deliver. Well, he's gonna have to this season, or he walks. AJ said he thinks he'll be fine. Yeah, I think he comes. I think he'll be here. I think he'll be all right. What we got? Is Bruce Banana in 30 minutes? Is it really? Shane? Nah. I thought the Bruce Banana was Thursdays. Is Megalith top C center backs in the world right now? I'd say so. You know, a little bit of bias in that, but there aren't 3 center backs that I'm taking over him. You know, yeah, I think so. You know, I think he has earned that. I think his body of work has proven to be, you know, something that we need to respect. Big up to Meadows, the word to Ice Cube. Today was a good day. You collect your 3 points, man. Easy 2-0 win. Slap the likes if you haven't, people. What we're at? Where we at on the likes? Big up to man like Suge. Hit the like and subscribe, says the legendary Suge. I don't know what Suge predicted yesterday. I predicted a 3-1, 2 clear goals. But, you know, 2-0 is even better because it's a clean sheet, right? We've only conceded 3 goals, scored 14, double-digit goal difference. But the Liverpool defense, you know, it's leaky. It's conceded more goals than Tottenham. It's conceded more goals than Bournemouth, Palace, Sunderland, even Man City. The Man City team that we malign and say the only reason why they don't have a shot at the Premier League title this year is because of their defense, because their defense can be got at. They've only conceded 6 goals. Liverpool have conceded 9. They played a game less, but I'm pretty sure tomorrow against Brentford, they won't concede 3 goals. They've conceded more than Everton, Newcastle, and Villa. Villa have only won 1 Premier League game. The Liverpool defense is leaky. That's the defense that you were scared to attack, Mikhail. Yep. We're putting it back on you. Yes, we are. You should have attacked these men. You could have got something out of it. Amarim in. Oh man. These comments. Big up to everyone who's Who's coming in with the comments, man? Big up to Guna SD said. I meant Guten Abend. Oh man, hit me with the Deutsch. We guess it still can't do this at Bertston. Brother, I'm gonna have to call my son to help me translate that one. I get the good evening and can we? But man, my German is rusty, you know. But big up to Guna SC all the way from Dublin. Ladies, calm down, Mateo. We do need to trust the process, guys. Edison created the light bulb. We need to fill 60,000 stadium, guys. We need to feel the energy, guys. Wow. Well, Waha, speak the Deutsch, yeah? I didn't know you speak German too, Mateo. What's his name? Wahaha. Very talented young men in this chat, you know? What's a fluent German speakers? Players are robust in our team. Play is labored. It's score one goal and then pass the ball around and I'm like, nah, bro. Against the big boys, we cannot get away with that. We need to do better. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Pressing Liverpool is light work, but they're not built to dominate. They've got the victim mentality. You know what I don't like about the Liverpool man, them? I don't like how they can give it and 5 for 5 and say all that stuff, and then lose 3 games in a row and we're just meant to be quiet. Nah, bro. You want us to just fast forward the clock until May till you lift the trophy? No, if you're playing shit, we're gonna say you're playing shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mateo asking Wahaha if he speaks Deutsch. I think he does. He speaks it, or he types it. Types it well. Big up to Dr. Seymour Butts. Second to the cool gang. Not worried about Yuck. Worried about Arteta not getting the best out of Yuck. Didn't like Saka captain as a captain putting down is stat chasing over. I wonder how Gyökeres feels about it. I hope it doesn't become a story. I don't know, but not wasting any more trophies. It says, yeah, we need to clean up, man. We need to start immediately, bro. Did you see Slap melting down after Caicedo scored? Dude was losing it because I just don't think he trusts that he could come back into the game because it was a jammy goal that they scored, and they didn't have too many clear-cut chances. Isak isn't banging. Salah is off of it. So meltdown settings. AJ said he's not worried about Yuck. I'm here for it. Mateo said, I'm telling you, Slot's a fraud, man. All these bald-headed managers. I think they call him Arnie Hogg on Never a Foul. Like, man is saying he's the second season syndrome. I'm like, bro, why is Wilson Fisk? Wahaha, you are on smoke today. See what happens when United win? Wahaha turns into the prime comedian. He's a funny guy all around, but I'm here for it. Big up me though, said BBK. I said LFC got the worst fullbacks in the league. You did say that. I said worst isn't better than Wanyeri. They need to prove me wrong. Wow, they just double down. They'll just say, see me in May. That's what they'll say because everyone is universally predicted them to win the league because we're respecting them as champions. Plus, the Arteta tax is real. He hasn't proven that he can get over the line. So, by default, Liverpool are the favorites to win the league, right? Okay, cool. But that doesn't mean we can't criticize your players for being shit. That's what I don't like, the energy. The entire time on Never a Foul as I'm watching, all big priests just saying, you're still sixth. You're still sixth. And he's talking to Chelsea. You're still sixth. Okay. Well, they were eighth before kickoff and you were first. So you lost to an eighth place team. And dare I say that when United go to Anfield in 2.5 weeks, it's not clear cut that it's all 3 points because it was 2-2 last year. And I think last year's Liverpool were better than this one. Because last year's Liverpool actually had Trent, had Diaz, had Jota, and an informed Mo Salah. This one has a lost 116-pound luxury signing that can't seem to find his feet in the Prem and has 2 fullbacks that are absolute bin juice to the point where how old is Conor Bradley? He's a kid, isn't it? Getting skinned by Garnacho. Garnacho skinning this man. Skinning him. They would have finished the game with 10 men today had he stayed on the pitch. When Brighton just showed you the blueprint of how you can punch up Chelsea, you're the Premier League champions, and you go there and you can't do nothing. Come on, man. Come on. We're gonna speak on it. We're not gonna injury riddled Chelsea. Cole Palmer FC, they call them, Cole Palmer wasn't playing today. They had more players off the pitch than on it, and they still was able to punch up Liverpool. So you said what you said, bro. I don't think he really got into the game, to be fair. But the conditions were met. I'm pretty sure you've heard me say it before. In order for Ethan Nwaneri to play, conditions must be met. Odegaard needs to be injured and he needs to be at the Emirates. Well, both conditions were met today. He did come on, but not directly. If he came on right when Odegaard came off, I think he would have been okay. But clearly, Mikel sees Odegaard as an 8, just like we've been saying. Eze was in the 10, so I was okay with Ethan not coming on. It's when Ethan came on, Eze actually went out to the left, which is, it is what it is. I think if Madueke is fit, that would probably be the front line: Saka, Madueke, and Gyökeres, with Odegaard, Eze, and either Zubimendi or Declan Rice. Can we take a moment to appreciate how amazing Timber is, a £100 million defender? I've said it, Mateo. There is no defender. There is no right back in the league that I'm taking over Timber. Now, if people want to take that as me saying that he's the best, okay, cool. And I said that last year when Trent was here. And I don't care if Reece James is fit, fat, and firing. I'm not taking no one over Timber. Boy, it's cold. Cold. Should have scored today again. Keep that one straight at the keeper. That went in, floodgates open, and then, hey, we could have seen the 3-4-0. Pay him what he wants. I'm here for it. Facts, his first touch won't get much better, if at all, but we didn't sign him for that. He's not a techie baller. We need him to feed him. Yeah, bully ball. So we go to Fulham next week. I think, here's the thing with Gyökeres. I think one of the worst things that could have happened was we had Man United with Amorim as the very first game of the season, because Amorim knows him well. And Amorim pretty much gave the blueprint on how you can minimize his effectiveness. You just make it a wrestling match. Like, De Ligt was all over him at Old Trafford. And every time I looked today, he was on the ground. You turn it into a wrestling match, it makes him uncomfortable. Yeah, but Timber, that guy, man. Pay him. Pay the man. I hope he adds the Champions League and the Prem with us. I say he's the best fullback that we've had since Ashley Cole. I'm not saying he's that level yet, but since then, going forward, defending, I'm calm. Losing Cole Palmer FC without Cole Palmer FC is nasty work. Yeah. No Cole Palmer, a 17-year-old or 18-year-old. When Enzo made those subs, when I saw him take off Yao Pedro and Pedro Neto, I'm like, oh, is man playing for a draw as well? But then I looked at the formation shift and how he was telling Lavia to pick up those pockets of space and boss that Liverpool midfield. I was like, okay, Chelsea might get something out of this. And so said, so done. Timber is probably my favorite player, man. He's honestly a world-class player. I don't care what anyone says, even Lee. Timber is class. What Lee say about Timber? Lee marks hard, Tough man to please. I'm convinced that if we had Timber in 23-24 the whole season, we would have run a Prem, even that Bayern game. Yeah, that Kivior got cooked in that game, didn't he? Yeah. He got hurt in that very first game, innit, against Forest. Very first game, and came back in the very last game versus Everton. Entire season. Big up to Timber still, man. We were worried about him coming back from the ACL, whether he was gonna, lose a step, but he's back. If only Gabriel Jesus can come back to his pre-November 22, pre-2022 World Cup form from his ACL, then we'll be cooking. Good evening, Hendo. Big up, man. Just tuning in. For turning in for the night. Love for the love, bro. Hope you are good. Come on, you Gunners. It'll be a draw. I'm here for it. I'm here for it too. Just, it can't be a 0-0 draw, though. You need to score. I need the man to keep conceding so we can tell him that their defense trash. Eric 10 slot. That's nasty. Liverpool should have spent that £200 million on new world-class defenders. Now they had Virgil, man. They had Virgil Almighty. You don't want to get Frimpong, the real ones, no. Someone said, a Liverpool fan actually said this to me, that Frimpong, that Slot didn't really want Frimpong. Frimpong was just best mates with Bit. That's why he's a Liverpool player. I was like, oh my days. Yeah, that's nasty work for me though. Darius said Arteta is a fucking idiot for going defensive at Anfield. Liverpool were there for the taking and he locked up. Arteta has no managerial sense. He's a PU2SY.
So you smell that? What's that? I smell.
Yeah, we smell you, Arteta. We smell you. You cost us 3 points, bruv. All 5 points that we've dropped this season, you've cost us. The chest around the fan base will be so high right now had we not dropped those points. Sunderland are still dead ahead of United right now. Are still ahead of United right now, are they? Sunderland 7th, United 9th. Yay, United are in double digits here now. Still in the negative goal difference, but yeah, United are 9th. So yeah, 9th place, 2nd place showdown. Biggest fixture in English football. Won't be no 7-0. None of that. 130 million of the King's finest pounds. That shirt is heavy. Very, very heavy. Words is flopping. It's long for him. But you know what's going to happen? He's going to go on international duty. He's going to score a goal for Germany. Yeah. And then cuff the ear just like he did last time. And then come back and shit the bed. Because what United can't do, what Man United can't do is let Verts break his 007 against you, man. No, you can't. He needs to be, whatever 00 he's on right now, he needs to be on 00 that +1 after match week 8. That you cannot let him get off the mark against you, man. Is the number 14 shirt wearing on Yuck? I don't know. The reason I said I wasn't worried was because we weren't creating a whole bunch of chances for him. Today, chances were created for him. Trossard did hit one through. I think Declan played it across. I expected him to get on the end of that. But over the run of these next 5 games, if he doesn't score, then he will be benched. Because over these next 5 games in the international break, Kai Havertz will be back. Because I think Havertz is touching grass as we speak. If Eze is as much as he cost, he was putting up film like words, what would the internet be saying? Yeah, it's right. There were players who've cost less that have gotten more corn than Verts. Right? Pepe, Sancho, Pogba, like Caicedo made it clear to them, like, yeah, I'm gonna justify my price tag. As at one point, however long it was, whether it was a month or 2 weeks, Caicedo was the most expensive English signing. So was Enzo. So we had 4 of them today on the same pitch. And only the Chelsea ones justified their worth. Boyton, they'd be cooking him like Friday night's dinner. Yep. Jerked, fried, all that stuff. Gyökeres won't deny it, and Jesus told him to F off. Did it? Well, I mean, he'll have it soon. Because, Jesus ain't good. I think Yuck will be here way longer. Yeah, way longer than Jesus. Well, Eketike showed his ego, can't be trusted. You've had to have learned from that. Someone messaged me today and said, I want to listen to Slot's press conference because I want to see what player he's going to throw under the bus next. Thank goodness Edu left. Yeah, because we wouldn't have. I don't think we would have Eze or man like Mascara and Incapi. If Palace won on Sunday, they would go second in the Premier League on goal difference. Really? Let me see. And the Palace are on goal. No. Palace are on 12 points right now. So they'll go to 15. On goal difference. Yeah, they'll go second, you said. Okay, I was looking at us. I was looking at us at the top. Oh, okay. Come on, Palace. Go ahead and push Liverpool down the table. Man. I tell you, said 2 world wars. I see that commercial where they were singing that in the elevator when the Germans walked in. That's a funny commercial, man. Oh, yeah, that's funny as hell. Big up to Hendo, man. Big up to Suge. And there is our resident Liverpool fan, Yudi. That's how far behind I am on the comments. The chat is lit today, you know. Big up to every single one of you who are tuned in. Loudmouth football. Yudi, what you saying? What you saying, my bro? All right, don't do that bullshit. Nope, nope. Nah, Yudi. Just for that, we're gonna beg you to lean in for a little bit, Yudi, because we're not gonna do that. You broke the transfer record twice. You're the Premier League champion. It's your title. We're not doing that. You know, don't pass the buck now just because you're starting to slide. We're gonna take it one game at a time. Timber or Akimi? I'll take Akimi still. I'm not gonna lie. I'll take Akimi and I'll play Timber at left back. Because I think Timber would cook over there too. Then we'll come. You know, you put Akimi at right back, Timber at left back, and then you play, you know, whatever combination of center backs, and you get a Semenyo, and then we have a full team. I'm here for it. I am here for it. But I rate Hakimi, man. But as it stands, though, AJ, Hakimi is the only right back in the world right now that can chat to our man. Timber is much better than James for sure. I think he might be the best right back in the world. No debate there, my guy. No pushback from me. I don't want injuring anyone, but this is the beginning of the end for Odegaard. Yeah, so we've played 3 home games, 3 or 4, however many home games. Every home game that he started on, he's left. Shoulder, knee. Like, what's going on, bro? I mean, did you take a shit in the church or something? Like, bad luck is following you, bro. Caicedo's resurgence in that blue shirt needs to be studied. Now, he knows there's noise around him about Liverpool warning him in that. So, you know, I'm here for it, man. I'm glad he bossed you, man, today. But we see Carlos Baleba boss him last week on that same ground. So they can be got at. I don't just, you men are going to hold corn for losing to a Cole Palmer-less Chelsea. Because when Chelsea come to the Emirates with no Cole Palmer, it's 5-0. And you men won there and scored a jammy goal. So, you know, it is what it is. Liverpool got a whole corn, you know, going into the international break. Yeah, big up Hendo, man. Love for the love, bro. No one will take Odegaard from us, at least in the Prem. You know, we can send him back to Spain, back to Madrid. You know, we send him to Madrid, and who will take off Madrid? Chouameni, Camavinga? Which one? Which one's the better one? I'll get rid of Jesus. And Jesus, his contract is so economically unattractive. I don't think anyone would go near him. Nobody, he too. So, no, very economically unattractive. Or Danny Olmo. Yeah, I'll take Danny. Danny can ball. I don't know if he'll deal with the physicality in the Prem, but he can ball. Jesus is like an anchor around the club's neck. Can't sell because of his wages and forever injured, so he can't play. Now, if Jesus come back and we can use him in the cup games, the FA Cup games against Coventry and shit, and rest the big boys, you know, he can be of some use. Obviously, that's not worth whatever he's on, but we can make use of him somehow. Mateo said, Darren, what we can do if we can sell him, have his contract run down, and let him leave for free. Not much you can do. Thanks, Edu. I mean, unless Havertz comes back and bang, his contract is shit as well. Odegaard will only leave for Saudi. He'll be so expensive, most teams can't afford him. Big up to Jam Boy, Jambino. Big up to Jambino for joining us. Big up, man. We might win the league. Match week 7, you know. We got 31 more of these squeaky bum fixtures to go. But the next 4, because this was included in the 5, you know, I'm counting all wins. At the end of October, we look at the board, it should say Arsenal 28 points, and then everyone else below us. Alvarez is what we thought Gabby. Yeah, Alvarez, man, I would kill for him in the squad right now. He could even operate left to center for us. Liverpool is showing weakness this season, says Jamboy. So we have City to you watch Palace win the league. Anybody but us win the league. Arteta has to resign. Has to. He must. He absolute must. Timber all day. Love for Timber. I love to see it. I love to see it. 545 for them two clowns. That's a lot of money, you know. A lot of money. Timber over Nuno, Menj, your left back. No, I like Nuno. I don't know. The question was, would I take Hakimi? You know, since Hakimi is predominantly a right back, we've seen Timber play left back, so I would take Hakimi because I can't turn my nose up at what I call the best right back in the world. I said Timber is the best right back in the league. I think Hakimi is different, right? Levels. You know, talking about an attacking fullback. So I couldn't say no to him. And Timber has proven that he can play left back. So I would just play Timber left, and you know, Hakimi is in addition to any side. Uh, I feel the rest there. Thanks for the international break. Yeah, your manager, brother. You know, don't really feel like going through the fixtures again, but like I said, Liverpool haven't given us a convincing win all season. So this was coming. Everyone who's objective, everyone who's been looking at Liverpool holistically knows that their performances weren't great. Speaking of that, maybe it's bad juju that comes from that one word commercial that he made when he was in the church. Yeah, Timber is cold, man. He's a bull. He's a bulldog. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, me though, he is, bro. I'm telling you, people don't acknowledge him, man. Yeah, I just think that we haven't won. Like once people see him holding up a trophy, you know, medal around the neck, medal on that, they'll be like, all right, acknowledge he's fully here. Slot that bald Pratt. Angry at Slot already. I think the Liverpool fans actually have a right to be mad at Slot today for bringing on Endo over Chiesa still. I don't know what that was about. And I hope he gets asked about that. He should be pressed. You know, I just hate that they come so frequently in the beginning of the season, isn't it? You know, he's absolutely injury prone. Only club in Madrid he can go to is Getafe. No Chiesa, no I don't know what he was on with that. So that tells me he was just trying to see the game out, Anfield the Red. He was just trying to draw the game. You're 1-1, you're still in this thing. 7 minutes of stoppage and you don't try it. Especially you are the late goal FC. And he didn't throw on Chiesa. Right? Because without Chiesa, you don't beat Bournemouth. Without Chiesa, you probably go to Penza versus Sunderland. He's the one who set up Ekitike for that tapping that he got suspended for. I've actually heard Liverpool fans all week. What does Chiesa have to do to get a start? What does Chiesa have to do to get a start? So he's been playing well. Liverpool fans wanted him to start over Gakpo. Well, Gakpo scored today, but still, he brought on Endo to see out the game when you needed to win. You know, he fit perfectly considering how he played for Arsenal. You know, I'm actually going to the England game this upcoming Thursday, so international break won't be too. But hey, let us know how that goes, AJ. You know, make sure you post some of those clips on your Insta story or something. The refs was biased of Chelsea, but Chelsea deserved it. Yeah, I think on the run of play, Chelsea fully deserved it. I think the rest was biased towards y'all because Chelsea could have had a penalty. So it was like pushing Garnacho in the back in that. You know, I don't know. But it's 0 for 3. If you man wasn't on and on about 5 for 5, 5 for 5, after we were telling you weren't playing well, now we're gonna do the 0 for 3 thing because you're 0 for 3. You know. And it could be 0 for 4 if United turn up at Anfield. Jesus needs a front porch rocker and a blanket for his knees. Paperweight. Yeah, that's definitely a nice one. I don't know. You bottled it today, bro. It's today for you to hold corn. You know, you are the only Big Six team that didn't collect 3 points today, so you just gotta hold that. You know, Rich066 say Arsenal title for me. Not yet for that chest. Like I told the assembled, if we get to match week 30, 32, thereabouts, and we have a fully fit squad, and the table is looking like where it's at now, this will be the energy that's coming from me. Gabriel Jesus is made out of glass. I'm afraid of back-to-back ACLs. Yeah, you talk about load manage. Like we have to, like the NBA teams spoon feed, not spoon feed. They load manage and protect Kawhi Leonard. Salt. Hey, can we get salt bottles in the chat for Anfield the Red? Bunch of salt bottles. Bunch of salt. Oh, this is a different level of salt. He's big mad. He is big mad. If we are 7 points ahead, says Suge in match week 38, then only then I'll be confident. I love that. I love that. That's Ravis Chesty at Anfield the Red. Lord. Only time you're happy. You know, man, you got the big bad United. The big bad United coming to Anfield, and they got something last year. And I'm gonna say it. I think last year's Liverpool was better than this bunch. This bunch don't have Trent. This bunch doesn't have an informed Mo Salah. This bunch doesn't have Diogo. God rest his soul, him and Andre. And this bunch doesn't have Luis Diaz. That press, non-existent. Where's your press? Chelsea was able to play through you today with like seriously, we can even make the argument like if Cole Palmer was fit today, you man could have really got punched up, bro. Because Enzo in the 10 ain't no Cole Palmer, you know? And the kid came on and dunked on you. We could be 4 points ahead with 1 game left. I mean, I got your face kicked in 3 times. Yeah, man. Big punched up, man. And you deserve to lose all of those games. It's not like you got unlucky. You deserve to be 4-0 down against Palace. That's why Allison is hurt, bro. Allison is injured. He broke his back from carrying your team. Because no Allison, you are down 4-0 at halftime to Palace. And the shockwaves that would have sent through the footballing world, 4-0 down, then the fraud alert will be all over Slot. You see all the fraud alerts that's been attached to his name now? This week after losing away at Chelsea, bringing on Endo instead of Chiesa to try to win the game, you were 4-0 down against Palace, brother. Best believe. Pressure. You know. You've lost after spending 100 and broke the transfer record twice on 2 players, Mateo. Broke the transfer record twice in the same window. You know, so it's 1 week he's a genius, 1 week he's a moron. You know, we need more moronic decisions from him. Well, it can go either way since we're both playing like shit. Slap the like, says Mito. Mito is loving this Liverpool cooking. Happy with Verse today. Hey, I'm sure you are. We are. Keep him there. Back heel to Salah. I really like this performance. Really? You like that? Okay. I mean, if that's what it is. Because outside of that, all he did was give the ball away. Come on, bro. Give us the Prem. We need it, man. We'll all lose our sanities. I'll get so many copyright strikes that day. Should we win the league? Versus shit. I'm gonna go watch that back heel because I want to see if he did that on purpose. But I didn't see a fantastic performance from Verse. So what's he on now? Is it 009? 9. I think it's 009, isn't it? Some brick touches. He's on some Lukaku mess. Semenyo best player in the Prem right now. Pretty good left winger. Seems rather reactionary if you ask me. Isak is busy jumping onto a bar with weights rather than training. Big up to Binks. Let's keep a comment from Binks. Big up to Binks. Binks says, I'm crap at FPL, but picking up most points ever for already this week. Yeah, my FPL is stinky. I had to take Salah out. I got Haaland captain. But tomorrow, hopefully, he can do me something. Maybe he can score a hat trick or score 2 goals and they still lose. I'm here for it. In the words of Joaquin, what a baby. Just get on with the game, baby. Perfect. Just thumbs up and feel the red. Yeah. Big up to Binks, man. Big up to Binks. Hope you are well, my dear. As long as I'm ahead of Sean. Yeah, Suge with the daily abuse of shade is crazy, Hey, Suge, it's like borderline cyberbullying what you be doing to our beloved Shane Gooner. Shane is a good brother, man. Lay off him. 009, yeah, for 116 million of the King's finest pounds. He has to do better. He has to do better, my guy. Liverpool thought they could buy the league. Lord have mercy. Big up the Rambo Kanamba from the Unapologetic Podcast. Yeah, they, it was a cheeky, just put it out in the universe. Like, could we see a world where Liverpool spent all this money and don't win anything? And, when you said that in the summer, the way that man were moving, you would have been like, oh, man, shut up. Because I don't know any Liverpool fan who rated their window less than an 8 out of 10. Every single one that I spoke to, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Some said 10 out of 10. Because I asked some of them before the Isak deal was done. And some men were like, it's an 8 out of 10 right now. We get Isak, it's a 10 out of 10. Well, 10 out of 10, and you lose 3 in a row, it's long. You only score you 1 goal against Palace, shutout against Gala, and a jammy goal against Chelsea, and a pen against Burnley. Yeah, it's long. Anfield the red. I'm glad that woke me up from the illusion of being Arteta in. Yes, sir. I don't care if I cared, I wouldn't be captain in Sesko for 6 weeks straight. I don't know, man. I tell you what, if he wants to really become a cult hero, go to Anfield and bang. He goes to Anfield and bang. In 3 weeks' time, he'd be forever loved by your United faithful. Not gonna lie. Shane is the absolute GOAT. Big him up every single time. Speaking of Shane, did my fan cam right after the game over there on Shane Gooner's channel. Make sure you check that out and let me know if I said anything crazy based on the performance. Galactico's not Galacticin. Oh, my days. No, beloved, I wouldn't be me. I didn't bully Sean and Adam. Do you have a thing against short people? Do you have a prejudice against short people while you bullying Adam, Suge? Nito said Liverpool aren't supposed to buy the Lambos and Bentleys, and them man need to stick the courses and Yaris's. Yeah, bro. That Yaris, good on gas. Definitely good on. Oh, Sesko got 14. Gave you. Oh, okay, man, that's good. That's a good return. Because I don't think he's that expensive. And what is he, like 9 million? Mateo said Liverpool are shite, man. They get so low. Scousers are lucky. They have rode their luck in the past couple of weeks, but I've always said champions create their own luck. But now they're just falling on the wrong side of it. He's overtaking Gyökeres with the goal tally against Liverpool. Went to the Arsenal match today. Not terribly exciting, but 3 points, I suppose. West Ham were bad. Big up, Binks. Appreciate that. Appreciate that insight from inside the stadium. My thoughts on the game were kind of wasteful. I think Eze should have scored that one in the 14th minute, the one that he sent high. Gyökeres, probably to stay on your feet, man. I hate seeing you on the ground all the damn time. I just don't want the players to start trying to force feed him the ball. Just play fluid football. Play fluid football. The goal will come. Because it seems like he was desperately trying to get a goal. And when you become that one-track minded, you can be very easy to defend against. Mateo say, I saw it, but only a minute or two. My 2G's collabs. Okay, man, big up, man. Yeah, I think you saw your comment there as well. No, my missus is short. Well, officially, yeah. Oh my God, Suge. Bings, where they're playing terrorist football, man. So defensive more than us under Arteta. The boys, I'm glad we got the 3 points because we needed. I'm not sure if us being on top of the table actually put extra pressure on Liverpool to win and actually go out there and play nervous or whatever it was. I'm glad they shit the bed today. A draw would have been okay. Probably would. Best case scenario, we get a Chelsea win. Now we just need Chelsea to return to factory settings and see how it goes from there. What we got left? Suge. Sue says people don't understand the pressure of being on big money signing, wearing the United or Liverpool shirt. It will never be easy. Yeah, it's yeah. Well, they are paid to deal with it, and we are going to give them coin. Because, like someone else said in the chat earlier, if this was any other player, they'll be holding coin. So the media darlings, aka the Scousers, they're not going to get away with that. Um, Sue's the name with anyone under any club that spends 150 million pounds on them. I hear that applies anywhere, not just for Liverpool or United. Big up, because even Declan Rice got some slander, but Declan actually took us to took the Premier League down to the last day after signing Declan Rice, and he's a central midfielder, so it's not like we were expecting a whole bunch of GA from him. Attacking player, GA 009, not good enough. Not good enough. But yes, we'll have it. We'll take it. Big up to every single one of you who tuned in today. Absolute legends. Mateo said Declan was worth every penny. Yep. Now it's time for me to go watch some Scouser content and watch the meltdown, people. Big up to Mateo. Love for the love, my bro. Thank you for becoming a member. Suge, thank you for the super chat. Big up to Wahaha. Big up to Darren. Manners and respect, my brother. Big up to Binks. Dear, thank you for coming over. Big up to Mido. Resident United fan. Didn't think he was going to win. Wahaha didn't think they were going to win, but I'm glad you won, man. Everyone's going into international break happy unless you are a Scouser. Thank you for tuning in. Like I always say, people, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.